Fuck, I gotta start this over again. All right. Anyway, let's. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys have that, but we'll do another one. So here, let's start from the very beginning.
Very good beginning.
Very beginning.
You talk so much crap.
Talk so much shit. Every time we're in a really wild place, it's always like waiting for the sun to come up. You got like a French press or something. I mean, we were with the guy, Stinky Pete, Brento, place in the basically Italian Alps, if you will. And I really don't even know where it was, but it was some mountain over in Europe. And waiting for the sun to come up. And this guy, Stinky Pete, busts out a French press. And he's like, "You want some coffee?" I was like, "Yes, yes I do." I take my coffee black. When you have good coffee, you don't feel like you need any sugar to bring you down afterwards. And at the end of the day, I'm always traveling. So you're always on the road. You never know what you're gonna have. When you get used to something, when you're like, right when I started drinking coffee, like I always had, my special everything. And then I get on the road and, that's when you gotta perform when you're on the road, right? That's when you're at races, you're at whatever. And I just felt like I was just underprepared. So when I started getting used to drinking black coffee, and then, you have great coffee like Black Rifle, it tastes good all the time and you're always on the same level. So yeah, no, you don't need any of that BS. We were over in Johannesburg, South Africa, and similar deal. I was just waiting for all the Nitro Circus people to get out of the way down the bottom of the stadium. This is in practice. I don't have the ratings to really jump. And as I'm broken right now got my old catheter in and everything because of base jumping. So I don't do it that often. Shouldn't do it probably ever again, but we were up just waiting for all my friends to get out of the way because I didn't know exactly where I was going to land. It was just somewhere down Nitro Circus area. And I jumped and, but had a cup of coffee while I was waiting. And it's a cool view from up top Johannesburg. Big old stadium. Watch all your friends. Little dots to you and stuff. Hardest thing I've ever done physically, mentally, or both. It's probably Supercross. And Supercross when you're sick or injured. I think my second ever race, I was going in. I had a broken thumb. So I had my cast on, but I hadn't been able to ride for the 3 weeks coming into the race, which meant I was going to get extra tired. I already ran, probably average of 190 heart rate, spikes up to 205. Always held my breath through the whoops. Plus there's 65,000, 70,000 people, RCA Dome in Indy and in Detroit and all of the Supercrosses, So at 16 years old, like this was already, my heart rate was at like 130 before I even started on adrenaline alone. And I had the flu. I think I had food poisoning. I don't know. It was coming out both ends. It was absolutely horrible. I didn't even feel like getting out of bed. I'm trying to smile for people. I'm trying to do my interviews. I'm trying to, in qualifying, I thought I was going to die. I hadn't been riding because of my broken wrist or broken thumb and the cast. And I had just basically blood where I didn't have a glove. I just had the cast. So like everything hurt. My body hurt. I couldn't keep any food down. I was tired. Couldn't keep anything in either end. And you go out there and you're on the starting line just trying to figure out how to keep your eyes open. You're going to be going at 205 heart rate. It's going to be everything you have not to be puking in your helmet, which I did. Luckily, it didn't come out the other end during the race. I think it didn't have anything left to come out. And you got to perform. Nobody cares that you're sick. Nobody cares that you're hurt. Everyone's cheering and you got that adrenaline going. But halfway through I had arm pump where you can't hold on. I can't hold on anyway because I've got a cast on the hand that's supposed to be grabbing, and the blisters and everything and whole body's just telling you, just screaming, just slow down, just quit. But with Supercross, you got to make the jumps. You don't make the jumps, you're broken again. And it's like when you're breathing through everything you can breathe through. You're breathing through your butthole if you could, and you're talking to Elvis and Jesus and everybody else trying to get you through. And I think I ended up with like a 4th place that night, and that felt like the biggest win of my life. Just not quitting, not giving up, and ended up falling a couple points short of that championship. So still disappointed to this day that I wasn't able to pull out more. But yeah, that was a tough, for 16, that was a real tough mental situation. What motivates me to do what I do? I have to say there's absolutely no motivation needed. To get up every day doing what I love to do, living my dream, it's just, wanting to get up to do the best that I possibly can. I get to travel the world with my wife, with my kids, with my best friends. I get to drive things really fast. I get to jump out of buildings. Well, maybe not anymore. My wife's probably not going to allow that to happen after the last thing that I told her was absolutely foolproof and we'll never have a crash. So anyway, yeah, no, it's just about trying to push the limits and being in the most competitive series that I can be in, that I can test my limits and push the boundaries. And my dad said every day you can do what you love to do it. Ride that train till the wheels fall off. And there's been a couple wheels that have fallen off. Now, I think that's probably the most misunderstood, but it actually takes a lot of work to make a living at your hobby. Because everyone wants to do it, because it's the best job in the world, because most people are paying to do what I do and he does for a living. I feel like it's very, very hard to stay on top of any sport, but to stay on top of a sport where everyone wants in, where sponsorship is limited, and to be able to figure out, that you're not just a racer, but that you're a salesman, and that at the end of the day, doesn't matter how bad your day was, if there's a kid out there or a fan, to go spend that extra couple minutes, and for me, I'm still a fan of the sport, so it's not a job, it's not hard to do, but there's times you're sick, there's times you're hurt, there's times you just have a really bad day, or you make a really bad mistake, or you crash and somebody else flips because of it, or someone won't talk to you anymore, and that's all part of racing. And there are tough days, and a lot of times your desk flips over and lands on you. That's something that you don't get in a normal desk job. And your desk could be a car, or it could be a motorcycle, or a parachute, whatever. So yeah, I think there's a lot of work that goes involved. There's a lot of sleepless nights. There's a lot of notes, making sure that if a rally that you have everything that you need. And yeah, it's tough. But like I say in that song, you're gonna be a rock star. Tough job, still a job. Fun job, still a job. I don't know how to get the quote right. I define success waking up with a smile on your face and getting to do what you love with your best friends and your family. It's my mother-in-law. This is such a tough question for me, mountain view or ocean view, because I'm not much of an ocean guy. My wife absolutely loves to surf. And if my wife's happy, I'm happy. So I'll go crash on some waves and drown myself in the ocean. That's fun. But more, I'm a mountain guy, but I hate cold weather. So mountains are great in the summer. Mountain biking, awesome. Rock climbing, base jumping, are you kidding me? Yeah, backpacking, all that, great. Fishing, whatever. It's all mountain-esque. That's perfect. Well, you could probably fish in the ocean too, so that's really neither here nor there kind of thing. But mountains, except for the winter, and then probably beaches. Can I have both? Can I have my cake and eat it too?
I think so.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go with both. Who wants to fly? That would take all the fun out of falling. No, seriously. If you could just fly away, you're like, oh, I'm gonna try this triple backflip, and you're like, oh, I'll just fly away from this one. Let me get another bike. No, come on, teleportation. I love everything that I do, but I spend half of my life on planes and in cars and waiting in lines at the airport, going through TSA, and yeah, it's really frustrating. So if I could just have a teleportation device, life would be good. Hobbies outside of what I'm known for. Well, I think I'm known for all my hobbies. So I don't know a lot about much. Yeah, that sounds a little strange, but I am very specific for what I love to do. And if I love to do it, chances are we've gotten to a point where we're decent at it. And most of the things that I love to do, I'm known for, I guess. So whether it's motorcycles or bicycles or cars or trucks, if it involves speed, motors, and tires, I'm in. So I think that's pretty much what I'm known for. So no, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. That's the easiest question ever. To be fair, I'm gonna live forever. And yeah, I would definitely be a 10. A ruler of the New World Order. I am very difficult to kill. I know it seems like I'm hurt often, but I deserve all of my injuries. Yeah, my friend Jim the Champ once said when we were kids, he's like, if you're doing something that is more fun than anyone else is doing, they'll follow you. You'll have your friends there. So I feel like I would be that guy that's just not afraid, and is thinking this is gonna be fun. post-apocalyptic world, freaking zombies. Yeah, let's go. We're on a good streak. We got a lot of veterans, a lot of ex-military, a couple cops. If there's an apocalypse, we're in the right place. We're gonna live forever. It's gonna be great. I mean, I hope there's not an apocalypse, but if there is, you're looking at your new leader.